Hey, Whiskey Fans, I'm Chris.
And I'm Kara.
Kara, what do we have today?
Today we have Friends with Benefits,
Oh.
sample
I
size.
love Friends with Benefits, but it's where size doesn't matter. Or does it? We'll find
Or
out.
does it? Today's sample was generally gifted to us by Big Vic's Backyard BS.
Big socks. Big
Michter's
socks.
10-year bourbon,
Oh.
2023, coming in at 94.4.
I think that Big Socks is a big spender.
Big socks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different nose.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not quite popsicle stick, but it's interesting woodness.
I'm getting almost like not a root beer, but what's that old-timey?
Sarsaparilla.
That sarsaparilla with the caramel. You like the pure syrup.
Have you ever seen those candies called Whorehound?
Yes.
I wonder if that smells like that.
My mom used to always bring those in the old-timey bag home, and she just said, oh, it's the same thing as root beer.
Yeah.
But I didn't think so. Was she right?
I don't know. I wonder if that's what that smells like. It's different. It's like root beer-esque, but
Yeah,
there's like
slight.
there's something different, like more herbaceousness, or
It's almost like the caramel, like the Werther's, like an artificial caramel. Butterscotch. There you go. I'm thinking caramel or it's butterscotch.
It smells like burnt butterscotch. Herbs.
It smells good though. I'm not getting
Root
the
beer.
herbs. What herbs are you getting?
Like
You baking something over there?
Do you know what root beer is made out of?
Is it a stick that you just chew on like cinnamon?
I don't.
Is cinnamon not a stick?
Root beer is not like a one thing. It's like a mixture, like a recipe.
There goes my fantasy.
Oh, we're just going in.
What's this proof?
94.4.
Okay. Because
Whoa,
like it doesn't
whoa.
drink like a Thai proof, but it's...
That is the weirdest, most unusual wood sensation. Like, you know how you...
What kind of party is going on over there?
No, you know how, like, you can describe wood finish, like, the presence of wood, like, oh, it tastes like 2x4s, fresh cut wood, aged oak, sweet oak, right? This is different. Hold on.
This is older than 10 years, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like this, though. I like it. I was going into, like, I wouldn't like it, because, you know, it's Mixer's 10 and all that kind of stuff, and the hype around it. I actually like it.
This
I do.
is fascinating.
It's full flavor at 94.4 proof. At least that's what, you know, Big Spender, Big Socks Vic says. 94.4
What if
proof.
BS is Big Spender, not Big Socks,
That's what I
this
said
whole
before.
time?
She doesn't listen.
Never.
Never listens.
Mm-mm.
This is like stuff coming out here you should write down.
Oh, you want... Well, she wants me to take notes now.
Dictation time.
It smells a little bit like popsicle sticks, but not quite on the nose. There's a tinge of
Getting
difference.
This is really pleasant, and I haven't really described any notes on it because I'm just so, like, surprised that I'm digging it, because there's a hype bottle. I'm usually kind of like, meh.
Oh, wow.
This is very rich. It's got a lot of wood sugars to it. Not in a burnt, bitter way, and I think maybe they proofed it down for that, because I could see that it could go a wrong way if it was a little bit higher.
Yeah, there's definitely a presence of wood,
something.
but it's not that bitter wood that, like, gets you right there.
Yeah, so I think it's when they proofed down a whiskey and added water, it actually benefited it, maybe?
I agree. I think this is at a really, like...
Yeah.
I know sometimes people complain about low-proof whiskeys. I think this is actually a pretty dang-on perfect proof for this whiskey. This is fascinating.
It's full of just your nice caramel, almost like not a vanilla, but like, you know, the marshmallowy kind of sweetness? That it's got that for the sweetness for me.
Or frosting.
Yeah, something like that. Not just a pure vanilla. It's really well balanced for me. It doesn't have a lot of spice.
No.
So
it's more like wood spice.
If you like to be slapped around a little bit,
no, it's not gonna happen.
This is not your thing. That's another club. This is pretty good. I enjoy it.
That finish sticks around for quite some time. You can still taste the wood on your in your mouth.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
It's not how I meant to say it.
But okay, so I googled before we because Googs and I were like that, we're tight.
Sure.
And she said, because it's Googs is a she.
Oh, yeah.
It's $180 MSRP. Vic.
Thanks,
I appreciate you for the sample, and I will
cherish.
love the shit out of the rest of this. But I don't know if I can spend $180. I really like it.
So that gets into a different topic, probably for another video.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
the current prices of bourbon.
Is it worth your credit card points?
Ooh, but if you get points, man, isn't that like free money?
Yeah, it depends what you use your points for.
Fair enough.
But I really enjoy this.
Oh my God.
And I'm so grateful to have a sample and to know people in this community that are very generous in handing out these kind of samples.
Yeah.
So I say shout out for that. But
This is really good.
I thought I was going to hate it. I really did.
I thought it was just
I
going to
kind
be...
of wanted to in a certain way,
Well,
just
yeah.
because it's like, meh.
It's
like-
easier when you hate a whiskey that's hard to find.
Yes, that's
Am
true.
I right? I mean...
Yes. That's true.
Yeah. So,
That's true.
I just cannot... This is like a full flavored bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And the nose is just remarkable. It's...
Yes. But with that price tag, it's going to have to be a pass for me.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I enjoy it.
Okay.
There's so much good whiskey out there.
Okay, so...
That's why I really appreciate that.
It's almost $200.
Huh.
If you're going out there and buying 200 plus bourbons regularly...
I get it.
This could still be a contender. I know it's lower proof, but it's still full flavored. It's got an age statement, and a lot of those don't anymore, right?
Yes.
And with the elevated prices of bourbon, if you're comfortable spending that kind of money on bourbon, who am I to say don't do it? If you take money out of the equation...
Oh, I love it. I love it.
This
actually.
is fantastic. It is just so different in the finish and how the presence of wood fills out that palate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging it harder than I thought I would.
But see, here's where it comes down to. Okay, so this is a disconnect that I have, right? So it's age stated and it says 10-year. It kind of drinks like it's older, but
It does,
that just
actually.
could be just they proofed it down and used really good honey barrels,
Who
right?
knows?
Who knows, right? But there's also a 10-year Eagle Rare that's now, it used to be $30, but it's now $35.
Right, but
Similar proof, just 4.4 off. However, this brings so much more to the table.
yeah,
So much table.
it's
It's
a
got a
big,
little bit more wood,
it's a
but
big table.
it brings so much more to the table than the Eagle Rare 10 would. But when you get into the price difference, I'm like, ugh. So when is it that do you put value as to age versus
Ooh.
profile?
That's a great question. I think that's a great question for the viewers.
Yeah.
So, how do you weigh price and age statements for value? How do you decide whether or not a bourbon is worth it?
I suggest if you're able to try this at a bar, because you may have the opportunity to buy this bottle,
for
even
sure.
if not at MSRP, because that's just like a unicorn chase right there.
Right.
And apparently only in Harry Potter movies you can find unicorns, right? Or the Lego movie.
Or Scotland.
Yeah. Or Scotland. Yeah, sure. So try it, because you're going to find it usually in a bundle or an outrageous price. So I think trying it before you buy it is the best bet for most
people
of these kind of highly allocated, chased after, and sought after bourbons. But I do think that this Michter's 10 for the 2023, it's there for me, but not there enough to whip out my plastic credit card.
Fair enough. So, what are your guys' thoughts? How do you value bourbon versus age versus price? Give us your comments below, and while you're down there, hit that like button. If you like what we're doing, subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you can be notified when the next video is available. Well,
have you tried any Michter's 10? Even the rye? Like, we've never tried the rye.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
How are
I
they?
don't know about you, but I fancy this whiskey.
I fancy this whiskey, and I'm gonna keep the sample because Vic's my friend. That's my boo.
Cheers.